Welcome back to Those Vegan Chefs. I'm Stefan, and this channel is dedicated to making you a better vegan cook. I'm gonna say it right now. It's not your fault that your eggplant parm isn't amazing. It comes down to store-bought vegan cheese. We have good, we have not so good. We're gonna fix that today. We're gonna make a mushroom bechamel sauce that's gonna make all of our eggplant parm dreams come true. So, I think we should make it so our dreams could come true. See you in a video. To make the egg replacement, heat 2 cups of plant milk over low heat. Add 1 tablespoon potato starch, whisk to combine, cooking over low heat for 2 to 3 minutes until the mixture becomes very thick and viscous. The first step in making our herb breadcrumb coating is chopping Italian flat leaf parsley. We need roughly a 1/4 cup chopped. Using our microplane grater, grate 3 to 4 cloves of peeled garlic. Add 2 cups of panko breadcrumbs to a plate. Add the chopped parsley, grated garlic, and 1/4 teaspoon red chili flake to the panko breadcrumbs. To finish the herb panko bread coating, add 1/4 cup nutritional yeast, stir to combine, set aside until it's time to coat our eggplant. Slice the eggplant into 1/2 inch thick rounds. Place the rounds of eggplant on a baking sheet lined with parchment paper. Season with kosher salt and fresh cracked black pepper. Allow the eggplant to rest for 5 minutes before proceeding to the next step. In a pot over low heat, add 4 tablespoons extra virgin olive oil. Next, we're going to grate 4 to 6 cloves of peeled garlic on our microplane grater. Cooking the garlic for roughly 2 minutes, stirring the entire time, the garlic should start to become a light golden brown. When making a roux, it's best to do 1-to-1 ratio flour to fat. We have 4 tablespoons extra virgin olive oil, so next we're going to add 4 tablespoons of all-purpose flour. After adding the flour, start to stir to combine. Continue to cook over low heat for an additional minute. Add a 1/4 cup of plant milk to the roux. Using our whisk to combine the milk into the flour. Add another 1/4 cup, whisking to combine again. At this point, it's okay to go ahead and add the rest of the plant milk, whisking to combine and remove any lumps of flour. Add 1 tablespoon mushroom powder, 1/4 teaspoon nutmeg ground, and 1/2 teaspoon kosher salt. After incorporating all of the spices completely into the bechamel sauce, reduce the heat to a low simmer. Cook for roughly 15 minutes, stirring occasionally, making sure the bottom of the pan is not burning. It's time to coat our eggplant. We're going to use a process known as dry, wet, dry. We start with the flour, then we move into the egg replacer, and then into the panko breadcrumbs. Then into a frying pan. It's pretty straightforward, so let's get started. Add 1 cup all-purpose flour, 1/2 teaspoon kosher salt. Mix to combine. Place the eggplant round into the flour, give it a tap to make sure it's evenly coated. Flip the eggplant coating the other side. Give the eggplant a firm tap to release any excess flour. Place the eggplant on a sheet pan. By coating all of the eggplant in flour in one step, it simplifies the entire process. We've eliminated one of the steps. Now we focus on the egg replacer, the panko breadcrumbs, and we're done. Place an eggplant disc that's been coated in flour in our egg replacement. Flip the eggplant, coating both sides. As you pull the eggplant out of the bowl, gently scrape along the side to remove an excess amount of egg replacer. Place the eggplant round in the herb to panko breadcrumb coating. Sprinkle a little on top of the eggplant. Gently press down on eggplant. This helps the panko breadcrumbs stick to the egg replacer. Ensure that the eggplant is coated evenly on both sides. Place it on a baking sheet pan. Proceed with the remaining eggplant until all are coated. Add a generous amount of extra virgin olive oil to a pan over medium-high heat. As soon as the oil is hot, start adding the coated eggplant rounds. Cook the eggplant for roughly 5 to 6 minutes. When the eggplant have reached perfect golden brown deliciousness, flip and continue to cook for an additional 5 to 6 minutes until that side has reached the perfect golden brown color. Place the cooked eggplant rounds on a baking sheet lined with parchment paper. Set aside until it's time to build the eggplant parmesan. All of our elements are ready to go. We have our mushroom bechamel sauce with toasted garlic. We have our tomato sauce ready to go. We have our cooked eggplant, beautiful golden brown, cooked to crispy perfection. Now it's time to assemble. Place a large spoonful of tomato sauce in the casserole dish. Use the bottom of the spoon to evenly smooth the tomato sauce on the bottom of the casserole dish. Place half of the cooked eggplant rounds in the tomato sauce. Place a generous dollop of mushroom bechamel sauce on top of each eggplant. Gently smooth the sauce on top of the eggplant. Next, we're going to add just a tiny dollop of tomato sauce on top of the bechamel sauce. Smooth that over as well. Next up is another layer of eggplant. Place it on top of the two sauces. Add another layer of mushroom bechamel sauce followed with additional tomato sauce. Ensure you get it in between the nooks and crannies of the eggplant. Give the casserole dish a nice little shake. To finish the eggplant, we're going to drizzle extra virgin olive oil over the top. We're going to place the eggplant in an oven preheated to 350 degrees, cooking for 40 minutes. The eggplant is done when there is a light golden brown crispness to the top of the bechamel sauce, and the red sauce and olive oil are bubbling along the edges of the casserole dish. The final touch today is chopped parsley. It's going to add a bit of freshness and of course a pop of color. After allowing the eggplant to rest for roughly 10 minutes, I think it's time we dive in and start eating this amazing eggplant dish with mushroom bechamel sauce. Don't let the fact that this is a rustic dish lull you into thinking it is lacking in flavor, texture, and complexity. With my first bite, immediately I'm hit with the earthiness and richness of the bechamel sauce. It is full of deep flavor. Once you move past the richness of the bechamel sauce, you're hit with the brightness of the tomato sauce, the acid, the sharpness of it. It is a really wonderful counterbalance to the richness of the eggplant. Whew, that's right. Eggplant parm dreams coming true. So good. Thank you for joining me, and thank you for all of your support. Julie and I truly appreciate it. I want to let you guys know about exclusive video content for our email subscribers. We're doing tips, tricks, and recipes. Sign up for the email list at thoseveganchefs.com and you will receive a link taking you to the amazing tips and tricks. So, as always, thank you and see you next week. Bye. Today we're making vegan. Welcome back to the Target Zone. Julie's trying to take my head off. Vegan, of course, with a mushroom bechamel sauce that's whatever.